CAAI is a model of change management, which involves adaptation, adoption, as well as spreading innovations beyond those involved with the initial change. The CAAI methodology was developed from the bottom up. It was based upon and developed from observing practices and understanding what made a successful project and what inhibited projects from achieving their goals. This is a long history that we've taken from the Bevan Exemplar programme. The NHS itself, though, has been criticised for many decades for being too slow to adopt innovation and long behind the learning capabilities and ability to embed innovations that the manufacturing sector has managed to achieve. The model itself starts with an outcome. This outcome can either be success or failure. In terms of our model, we've mapped all different forms of outcome. So a project may start, an intervention may happen, and failure may instantly occur. So the intervention was the wrong thing to do and failed very quickly. Alternatively, you might find that an intervention happens, it's embedded and sustains, and continues to be in place long after the initial intervention has happened, so for many years or many months. You may also find that after a period of time, that then fails. Again, you may find that an alternative outcome is that an intervention happens, success is achieved, new learning happens, and a new level of success happens as a result. So this is where we involve in change, we find positive improvements, and then we move into a next level of change with more people getting involved. This particular outcome model maps all the different potential outcomes, and it's quite unusual because this model doesn't exist in the NHS, which is why we had to develop it from over 250 experiments that were undertaken by Bevan exemplars and other people in our Bevan network. Now, if we put to one side the outcomes of change, we then can switch our attention to what enables or what inhibits change. And these are bigger and broader factors than just the personalities involved with the change or the location in which it happens. Within this area of our model, we have all of the success factors that are derived from a massive literature review covering many years. In here, you'll find things like the memory of the organization and whether the organization has a positive relationship with change or whether it has negative connotations. In here, you'll also find project management features, such as the leadership, the resource allocation, the time allocated to the team to make the change happen, as well as more broader issues to do with the infrastructure for change in an organization. And this can include the number of stakeholders, the clinical engagement that's been managed to derive from selling the program to people that are impacted by the change itself. So in the second part of the model, you'll see literature-derived features and concepts that we know are associated with successful change. And we've taken that from a broad range of literatures, from the change management literature itself to do with organizations, to change management literatures that deal with professional services change, and also from the NHS itself. So we have a very, very coherent model of underpinning factors that support the goals and the achievement of success for a particular program or particular intervention in the NHS itself. Because we combine adaptation and adoption, we also have two dimensions to our change. So in our dimensions include adaptation of existing processes, using existing staff with known relationships that probably backdate many, many years. And we have adoption, which is a whole new innovation or a new idea entering in a new process or new service that's being delivered. So our model is quite unique. It's very time relevant. It's based on extensive literature study. It's also based on extensive observation of what helps and makes successful change in the NHS. Our model we have called the CAAI model, and it stands for Connecting for Adoption and Adaptation of Innovation, CAAI. And we believe it's a new edition and a new way of thinking about change in the NHS. So hopefully, as a result of our model, people understand what needs to be in place to enable success, what issues should be monitored to ensure that failure doesn't result, and also a way of understanding how their particular team and their organization learns and develops. Thank you.